sad where the nurses give me a little jar when I was getting my foot cover-up done. Because he was like, that's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah.
But now I want it for my back because I have a comb, so it's all letter work that covers most of my back that needs redone, needs done over again.
Ah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, tattoos suck.
Most of them haven't been too bad, but that one's my worst. I'll do the foot again before I want to do that one.
Jeez, I can't remember what I'm doing.
Honestly, I loved my back. Like, my back was the best part. What killed me was my hip.
But just like where the strip goes around onto my ribs and my waist. Okay.
That makes sense.
It cured me for wanting a rib tattoo.
I can't remember what I'm doing. Oh, there it is.
I want to be like super basic, sort of basic meets nerdy, and get like one of those tattoos right here, but it's going to be the Dark Tower and a field of roses and some sort of quote. I'm not sure what it is yet, but there's a lot of quotes to sift through that I love in the Dark Tower.
My sister's first one was right here under her chest. I'm like, Jesus, okay, go hard or go home, I guess.
Right? Fuck, may as well get the bad ones out of the way. That way the rest of them are pretty easy after, yeah?
You should get a banner that says, light the beacon.
Light the beacons.
I reread it recently, and holy shit, King is fucked up. It's a lot of child orgies going on in there, a lot of child sex. It's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
that was one of the things that I was bummed out about, that they didn't at least allude to. Like, that was how those kids stayed connected. They were like, yeah, you're the girl. Guess what that means?
That was like incredibly, and the fact that he did it like right after her father tried to attack her, oh my god, like
the storyline gave her like that reputation at school. I think was the most they wanted to do to try and allude to that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like, I get not wanting to show pedophilia on the screen, but holy fuck, like,
yeah, there
none
was
of the
too many
movies will
kids.
ever compare to how creepy that fucking book was. That,
Too
like,
many
the
kids
part with
went
the
and saw that.
leper, oh my god, when the leper offered to pay to suck the kid's dick, that fucking threw me for a loop. Or when the creepy kid was jerking off the bully, holy shit, like, there is so much child porn beyond just the fucking sewer orgy. I love most of King's works, but that crosses so many lines.
Well,
so
but does it really,
strange.
though? I mean, here's the problem we have with culture is that culture has a very weird kind of like a double standard about what we present and what is in all actuality. Because when I was 13, 14, we were doing it, and there was all sorts of sexual stuff going on at that age. And that was in, the 80s. Like, it's not like we had fucking, streaming to do, and we didn't have Pornhub.
How many clowns did you jerk off under the bridge, Jay?
I mean, let's get real here. Like, I don't know why everybody grew up with a fear of clowns. I grew up fucking loving clowns. You know what I'm saying?
He had candy.
Cotton candy will get me to do a lot of things, JT. Just saying. But I mean, we do. So my point is we have a very, very strange double standard when it comes to like, what is pedophilia, basically, like, or whether or not you're within an age group that's having sex and sexually active. Like, it's okay for a 15-year-old to have sex with a 14-year-old, but it's not okay for a 20-year-old to do it or whatever. It's very interesting. And of course, to write about it and discuss it, that's.
I'm just not sure I'm comfortable with reading about child orgies for entertainment. But that
It wasn't
personal bias, I don't know if I'm the norm in that.
It wasn't entertainment. It was made to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Question everything in you.
I think my biggest issue is the fact that he had her go and fuck a line of dudes. Basically, have a train ran on her right after almost getting molested by her father. Like, as a
Right.
survivor, I don't think that would be my mindset to go and fuck a bunch of people right after almost getting raped by my father. Like, that's just. I don't think he really understood the mindset that actually goes on with that, and that's been my biggest issue with it, really, is the trail of a reaction to something.
That's one reaction. Another reaction would be being numb and desensitized and having that as a way to cope, because she at least kind of had control of the situation.
It was less coping and more revenge the way he wrote it, though. Like, it was more, I'm gonna do this to spite him. I guess. I don't.
Yeah, it was coming from a place of spite, and she had control over whether or not it happened. After
That's
being in
fair.
a situation where she didn't have control. So taking back that control, even in that train scenario, makes sense.
It just seems so next level.
Everyone does things in different ways, copes with things in their own way.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm a survivor.
Just stop there.
I love me some Beyonce. I love me some Beyonce. And I'm not too proud of announcing it. The whole world.
You're not too proud?
Beyonce's a queen.
Actually, Beyonce's song "I'm a Survivor" was written by The Dream. Oh, sorry.
I mean, if you want to get real.
Yeah, Beyonce didn't write that song, by the way. That was written by a songwriter, a ghostwriter named The Dream. He's written most of the songs that have reached like #1 hits. Yeah, look him up someday. The Dream. He's a ghostwriter for like big time singers. It's more common than you think.
If he's so big, then why didn't he ever write a song for me, JT?
Shit, you ain't Beyonce.
I got moves like Jagger.
I think we should probably email him. He's missing out. It's time for him to
I know
recognize.
this is from a Rick and Morty episode, and I thought, is that true? So I dove down that rabbit hole. Yeah, it's true.
Got nice and torched, and 4 hours later you were like, whoa!
I've learned a lot from Rick and Morty. I'm not ashamed of saying that.
True. Yeah. Honestly.
I haven't even watched a single episode of that.
What?
It's brilliant.
It's
It's
amazing.
fucking insane.
I have a hard time with the animation style. Like, I just look at the animation style and I'm just like, yeah.
It's a little cheesy.
It's supposed to be like that.
I know, I get it. Like,
It's supposed to be off-putting.
no, I mean, I get it. Like, you know, like Samurai Jack and Primal, and he did some of the Clone Wars. That artist, like, I like all his shit, and it's really blocky, and you know, but it's definitely his own
Gennady Tarkovsky.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely.
got a Clone War for you. What's up?
Is it a?
Wow.
Andrew kills it again. Made the whole room uncomfortable.
All right, Andrew. That just means that you are going to do the recap from last week, and
2 weeks ago.
I
Oh,
fell
yeah,
in a
from 2
bird
weeks.
cage. These guys found mushrooms, and they're about to fuck out.
I mean that's very.
I'll eat some mushrooms.
That's the best synopsis we're going to get from Andrew.
Okay. All
I
right.
thought that was fucking brilliant. What?
I mean, you know, never mind the poor wolf that got ate, or
We ate a wolf? What?
Bartholomew, Jack.
well, that was Bartholomew's brother, Beauregard or something.
Oh,
Bertrand.
right.
Bertrand.
The dinosaur. I remember. Okay.
The T-Rex snapped
Yeah,
him.
Okay. So I was
Basically, the
attacked-
reason I
Gore was
you know,
attacked by a T-Rex,
swore myself to kill every dwarf.
and because Gore's not a bitch, like some elves that hide with their fucking bow and arrows,
Excuse me?
after being
excuse me?
carried for miles.
That's your kink, buddy, not mine.
Oh, you enjoyed it. You loved every fucking minute of it.
I farted in your mouth every time I could.
We have pictures of you being like, oh god, keep jogging, keep jogging.
What's a picture?
And Gore was attacked by a T-Rex, and T-Rex ain't no bitch, so he attacked the T-Rex's dangly thing in the back of his mouth. And he was like, fucking choke on me, bitch. And then he did. And he spit Gore out. And these guys did something. I'm not really sure what, because as usual, it didn't matter because Gore was the hero. And then Gore looked over and saw that everybody was in a wagon, and the elf was like trying to push it, but he couldn't. So Gore smashed into that wagon and sent it flying down a hill. And then we found a bird's nest. And Gore, again, as the fucking hero,
Oh my fucking god.
climbs up the top of the bird's nest, but unfortunately falls through. However, fear not, because Gore is still well. He's still fine. And the rest of the party is just looking for mushrooms and getting fucking baked. And that's what happened.
All right.
Remind me why I heal him?
I thought we were pretty safe in some kind of house within the cage because we were able to easily slip through the giant hole cage instead of try to climb to the top like a 2 IQ brain dead dwarf.
Shit, you didn't even notice the cage was there, motherfucker. You
Oh
were
yeah,
just-
we didn't notice the giant cage encompassing the entire town.
Oh no, maybe you did, but you didn't see that. Right, I did. Something like that.
Jade, are we on full rest?
Running.
No, you guys didn't. You guys did not go to full rest because you guys popped a bunch of mushrooms at the end of the adventure.
Right. That's right. That was our option, was to we were going to stay in camp, get a full rest, or keep moving forward and get like a half rest, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And
then-
we decided to keep moving forward, got a half rest.
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering how many spells I have.
And then you got really, really high.
Yep.
But but if I remember right, you're doing fine because you're ready for you're ready for the journey.
Yeah. I'm in this. I know what to do.
You've done this before.
Yeah.
And if
I'm that weird dwarf that eats shit on the ground that he finds.
exactly. And then if I remember right, Tesla is doing fine because she has a knowledge of herbs. And
Sure. I was just
that-
gonna say it's how I conceived JT, but sure.
that's oddly enough, that's how Colin was conceived. Anyways, that's that's a whole anyway. But if I also remember right, Casey, you're Fubard
Yep.
She's fucked.
because
I'm not gonna have a good time.
you didn't only take too much, but you don't know how to take it in the first place. So you took too much, and yeah, okay.
I just went for it.
So, in the first history of gaming, we have a hallucinating halfling that has no idea what's going to happen to her. So, needless to say, perception checks for the halfling are going to be a lot of fun. And we'll get to see how everybody else does.
I vote the halfling does all the perception checks. We need to have her up front.
Fuck yourself, man. I didn't eat no soup.
I'm
ready-
built for perception.
You guys got to remember that
He
the
is the useless barbarian rogue ever tonight.
Oh, what's up? We got ODTA's back. What's up? And Miss Duncan, the tall, she's back. Or she's
You
here.
guys like
That's first
torturing
time.
yourselves, huh?
What's up? All
Did you
right.
lose the bet? Is that what happened?
This is entertainment at its finest. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Because we're jackasses.
They're here for
Yeah.
the nipples. They're waiting for the
they're
nips. like-
here. They're waiting for me to turn on Gore and kill the stinky dwarf.
See, like I said, for the nipples.
They're here for the nipples.
Andrew, you support
Giant
violence?
elven nipples.
I love it. All right, guys. Well, here we are. We are at the
Micro violence.
we are at,
Microviolence. Okay.
we are
Oh,
at the
shit, I got at a midget wrestling tournament.
wait. What?
Of course you did.
You got that shirt. Here, go ahead. Show everybody again. What is it? I support micro. You got that at a midget wrestling? Are you?
Like midget MMA. It was fucking amazing.
Are you
I got
supposed?
drunk as
I have
shit.
seen it. I've seen that before too. It is amazing.
Right.
You know.
Why are you gonna be all judgmental, Jed?
This is not judgmental. This is pure and utter envy, man. This is not judgmental.
I
would
got a little
love.
mini backpack too.
God damn. You know that scene in Wolf of Wall Street when they get the big target? Man, that's like a dream come true right there. Just being able to launch midgets at a target.
I didn't get to fight in it, and to be honest with you, I was pretty scared the whole time, so I got really fucking drunk on tequila. But
JT, were you a part of that group back in the old days? Were you a part of that group that when Bridget the midget went to the torch, we all mobbed down there? Were you a part of that? Oh.
Yes, I was.
For those of you viewers, yes, we're talking about the strip club in Boise, and we're talking about a very popular porn star named Bridget the Midget that showed up. And
That was a good time.
yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure we had a good time.
if I recall, it seemed like it was a really good time, and I'm pretty sure that started my obsession with little people. So, anyways,
We were annihilated. We were.
Yep, just like that. I was hooked. Anyways, so here we are. We're in front of this big, gigantic wooden cage. There is, this thing is hundreds of feet tall, and there's large bat-like creatures hanging from the ceiling of it. Gore had tried to climb up to the top and got high enough to notice that there was a village in there. In the meantime, several people had taken some mushrooms and are waiting for the halfling's lead to find out where this halfling village is, so we can go find the tomb of her uncle, Moxie Puddlehopper, and figure out if there's any clues as to what happened to the great Orson Irontoe, and how we can stop this evil giant that has altered reality. Wow.
All about to find out what it's like to take a road trip with me and have me be the navigator.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody knows how horrible it is.
So what is it that you'd like to do, Halfling, at this point? I mean, it is kind of like your call here. You know that the village is nearby, obviously. And you're kind of feeling a little tingly. The whole swing hasn't come quite in yet. You've ate the mushrooms. It's just you're just starting to feel you're probably gonna do one of those things like, yeah, these aren't working, and then the world will melt around you. But
kicks in once you talk shit about it.
exactly, you have to say that to the mushroom gods. This isn't working. This isn't happening, and then it happens. So you're just feeling a little tingly, but yeah, what is it that you want to do?
Just a little tingle, just the tip. Just a tip of tingle.
Okay, so Warren is poking around up on top of the cage, right?
Well, he fell off.
Oh, okay, that's right.
He fell off. He landed in some bushes. If I remember right, he specifically said he didn't tell you guys about the village that he saw inside the cage while he climbed it.
Fuck him.
I want to ask Gore if he saw anything up there before he fell like a dumbass.
Well,
Oh,
then.
I'm sorry, it was the baked out fucking half midget trying to say something?
What'd you find up there?
I saw a weird little community. Looks like something we should check out. I was just on my way to tell my brother. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna give you some mushrooms, but I ate your share.
As it should be.
That's fine.
We got used to that after our mother wouldn't feed for us. So we had to fight over food.
I was birthed out of the mountains. I don't know what you're talking about.
In the sound. Oh fucking K. Alright.
Did you hear that? He called you mountains.
Wow.
Betwixt the thighs of two mountain ranges, I can.
I think that was a boob joke. Do boob jokes get you banned on YouTube? There's only one way to find out. Ready?
That's right.
We're on Discord.
If the boob jokes get us banned and the midget jokes didn't, there's really something wrong. I'm pretty sure
They don't know their fucking demographic, clearly.
So glamorous.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Case? What are you thinking, Halfling?
My tingly halfling brain is wondering if we shouldn't go take a look at this little community, the dumbass.
Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. Nobody?
I just watched an episode of Community and Jordy
Oh yeah.
was in it.
Yeah, and Troy can't speak to him.
He can't speak to him. He's just like,
It's hilarious.
Do you remember me from the? And he's just like,
Yeah. That show's so good. So brilliant. That's why I can't believe you haven't watched Rick and Morty yet. It's by the same people.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's just the animation. I can't stand the animation.
It's all the same people, same creators, the same actors in Community are mostly in Rick and Morty too.
Oh, well, that's cool. All right.
Yeah. Dan Harmon, podcast too.
Okay, so as you guys decide that you're going to head down into this cave, or down into this cage, towards this village, it does. I mean, the cage is huge. The cage is several football fields wide, several football fields long. It's a gigantic cage, and so as it kind of crests down into a valley, that's where you guys can see this village. That's laid out in front of you.
Laid out village.
Yes, and the halfling does recognize it as her village, but she does want to know why it's wiggling.
I mean, we're following the yellow brick road, but everything's getting kind of wavy.
Is the elf stoned too?
No, he didn't take any.
Nope, I knew what they were gonna do. I looked at those and I was like, are those blue with... Nope.
I'm like, this is dinner. I mix them up with some good berries. Delicious.
Oh, so we're extra good.
JT,
I mean, I do these mushrooms all the
We're not
time.
gonna be good.
Swinging mushrooms and axes.
yes. All right. You guys proceed. Is there any actions you would like to take as you're proceeding? The tinglies?
I mean, everything's just kind of wavy.
I mean, I'm hoping to commune with some ancient dwarven forest spirit, but you never know.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Jared, you need to turn up your volume on Casey in Discord.
I need to turn up my volume on Casey.
Yeah, it looks like you have your setting a little bit low, so the stream is picking it up low.
Yeah, I guess on YouTube they can hear everyone else pretty okay, but I'm a little quiet, and I don't know if that's on my end or... I have the same setup, so...
Hey, why does JT get a fucking axe? I don't have anything.
Dude,
You get a pocket stick.
I have this as well. Do you know this?
No. What?
And we're going to take a pause to look at everyone's weapons collection, guys.
I have a used Miami Dolphins bull cue that I found at a pawn shop, and I'm pretty sure it's got someone else's blood on it.
It matches your pajama pants very well. And the hat.
Jade just gave up on us. He's like, I'm out of here.
Hmm?
Okay.
This
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Fancy.
Oh my God.
All right.
I will
all right.
not be left out.
All right, I got something for you.
Yeah. See my stapler.
Let's see, what do I have here? I don't know, I have Bellatrix's dagger from Harry Potter. That's about it.
Close enough.
I feel really bad for our viewers because they're like, yeah, we'll watch all these.
Let's go
I
watch
sleep with
some,
these.
I watched
some D&D.
Right? Where? You're right, DA. Where's the cat? Ariel, fuck up everybody.
I have a drumstick that, if I remember correctly, I had to drunkenly crowd surf over the top of Casey's head to try to get.
That was awesome.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm on mushrooms right now. I'm kind of enjoying the day, walking along, listening to my companions, and I think so. The halfling and Gore are leading us to the top of the cage.
No. Down inside the cage, they're actually there's a little valley.
Stairs?
No. It's all jungly and full of jungly stuff.
So it's a gradual decline.
Yes, and you guys can see and you can see the village laid out in front of you there. It's very, very halfling-esque, you know, the little hobbit holes and little doors.
We're off on an adventure.
Yep, it's all that kind of stuff.
No? Okay.
What's going on down
You
there? Any
can't
little
come.
plumes of
You're
smoke?
going on a quest.
Someone fucked with my Rubik's Cube laminate configurator from Hellraiser, and it's driving me fucking nuts because there's no way I'm going to be able to solve this thing.
No. Oh, bad children. Bad children.
I'm going to fuck somebody up.
That's why
I could
mine's
100%.
I'm sitting up there where the child can't get a hold of it.
Oh, no.
So are there like plumes of smoke anywhere coming from the village? Is there any movement, or does it look quiet?
It looks quiet, and other than it's starting to shimmer a little bit for you, but
I'm curious. So I nudge the elf, and I point to the ground, and I say, "Don't you have any tracking skills that could tell us what's been around here?"
I do indeed have many tracking skills.
I mean, maybe something's been through here recently. Maybe it's been
Oh.
forever.
Did your mushroom brain come up with that one?
Yep.
That sounded racist.
That was dwarfist.
I'll look at the tracks. I'll see if there's any tracks around.
go for it.
20.
You see what appears to be many tracks of hooved animals.
Hooved animals.
And they are, with a 20, you would know that they are some sort of breed of pig.
Pig.
Halflings.
Man bear pig.
Pigs. And there's several trails. So one of the trails is leading down towards the village that you could take to get into the village, but they're definitely animal trails. And,
Sturdy beast. Good dwarf mounts.
yeah,
Pigs.
Definitely.
pigs.
Pigs are goblin mounts.
Goblin.
Are they? Do we know this?
Boars, maybe. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna tell all these drug addicts. Don't do drugs.
Hey.
To hang out up in the jungle area. I'm gonna stealth up and I'm gonna go check around the town, see what I can find.
I
Okay.
think some reconnaissance would be a good idea.
All right. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. Oh, snap.
Natty 20.
Natty 20.
can't.
plus 11, so 31. I'm real hidden.
That's boring. All right, nothing
Joy likes it
happens
when
to
our
you.
rolls suck.
Oh, you missed it by 1. You needed a 30.
So you needed to
Yeah.
roll a 21.
You needed a 32.
All right, quiet as a mouse. You head down the trail in front of everybody and just kind of vanish. By the way, Halfling, he vanishes. Right next to you. He was there. Now he's gone. Oh, fuck. He's gone. Where'd he go? But yeah, so you get down into the village. The village parts up. There's a center area in the village where there's like a little pedestal area that they might have held whatever kind of news or conference of the village, like in a little little center area. There's an inn there. There's a storage facility there. There's several little shop areas there in the circle, and then it just kind of branches out into the different directions, and you don't see a soul, and you see pig tracks everywhere.
Pig tracks everywhere. Can I perception check to see how fresh these pig tracks are?
Sure.
15.
Some are fresh, some are days old. Apparently the pigs travel through here frequently. You're not sure where they are currently, but
perception check, any rubbish or like arrowheads, daggers, anything that makes me think that there is like soldiers coming in and out of this place, like leftover food, rations, things that I would see if soldiers used this area as kind of a base or operations of any kind.
Okay.
17.
You see nothing that would resemble the remnants of an armed militia or soldiers, or you don't see any remnants of that.
Okay. Are these stores like ransacked, empty, very old, like cobwebs, or is there actually stuff inside of them?
You gonna go take a peek?
Yeah.
Which store are you taking a peek in? You go in
the storehouse.
There look like a storehouse.
Okay, so you said there's a storehouse and you said there's shops, right?
There's a couple of shops.
And some place where they read like daily announcements from?
Yep, there's an inn, and then the very centerpiece is like a flat stone area that people could take turns stepping up on and talking or whatever.
Okay, so inn is in front of me first, and then storehouse, and then shop furthest from me.
Yeah, they're all kind of in a half circle around this main central
Okay,
area.
I'll peek inside the inn first, since it's right there.
All right. When you take a peek inside the inn, you see several figures sitting at tables. A barkeep standing over the bar. It's kind of dark in there. It's kind of shadowy. But there's no light. There's no candlelight. The chandelier's not lit. But there are definitely some figures that you can see sitting down at the tables and stuff. They don't seem to be talking to each other.
Can't elves see in the dark?
What's that?
Can't elves see in the dark?
They can see with a dark vision. Yeah.
I have low light vision, so I mean, I can see that there's figures in there. I just can't tell what they are, right?
Okay, I couldn't remember what you had.
They look like smaller figures. They're smaller than you for the most part. There is one larger figure over in kind of the far side.
And it's super dark, huh?
Super dark. Nothing's lit up. They are like moving around, but they're kind of moving kind of slow, and they're not talking.
zombies. More zombies. Okay.
Other zombies.
Okay. I'll take note of that, and I'm gonna sneak around to the storehouse and see what's up with that.
Okay. The storehouse, when you peek into the front, you know, there's a countertop there, and there's a figure standing there, and he's kind of, it's pretty dark, and he's kind of doing the same thing that the other figures are doing. He's just kind of, you know, kind of waving around a little bit. He's not really looking at anybody particularly. And then you can see that the doors to the back of the storehouse are broken open. And there are, like, track marks all around the storehouse. Muddy track marks. All that kind
Pigs
of
still?
stuff. They could possibly be pigs, yes.
Okay. Okay. And then onward to the shops.
Very similar to the same things. You've got, you know, countertops in the shops where they would be selling, you know, basic tack items, you know, things like that that you would need at general store, you know, flour, whatever.
Is there like empty shelves in the shops, or does it look like there's some goods still left behind?
There's still goods in the shop. There's still the shelves are good. Shopkeeper's over there. He's kind of standing there, same kind of thing. Can't really see his face. It's kind of dark in there. You know, just kind of standing there, kind of waving around.
Okay. Can I get to? I guess that's really everything, because the stage is just kind of stage, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not. Yeah. Okay. All right. Sweet. Yeah. I'll return back to the party and tell them what I saw and what I couldn't see when I saw it.
Okay.
So there's some shadowy figures. I don't know. It seems they're almost your size when I point at the halfling.
Buggy's back.
But I couldn't really make out faces or anything else. It was dark. It seemed like they were existing and congregating, but not a lot of noise and not a lot of movement, not a lot of light. So it's kind of odd. Can halflings see in the dark? Do they have dark vision?
The dwarves do.
The dwarves do.
I noticed something also. Perhaps next time one of you go down there, we should check for magic. Could be the drugs. I don't know. But I smell magic afoot.
You sure you smell magic? Or are you
Might just smell
smelling
a foot.
unicorn farts right now?
Could be a foot. Something.
Okay, well, I can't smell
something's
magic,
afoot.
so if you want to go down there, by all means. What do you guys want to do?
Can the cleric detect magic?
I can.
You
Is that
can,
okay?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'll detect
can.
magic.
You can. There's magic all around. There's magic in the world.
Magic everywhere.
There's magic. There's magic in your interaction with them right now. The way you feel about everyone is
I would name it magical.
Oh god,
Magical.
she's gone full flower child.
it's so amazing. It's so amazing. You know, and for them to have come from your body and for them to be just because you grew them inside of you.
We're pretty sure we were adopted, and we are waiting for test results.
I'm a halfling, so I know I didn't.
Technically, both the other dwarves are older than me, so they are literally all my adopted children.
Yeah, but they came from you somehow.
All right.
Just that connection of
Fuck,
Came from
man,
me
no.
like being
No, we
a
didn't.
Zeus.
She
My
was
good
so
vibes
good
brought them
anymore.
on the
it was
planet.
like the universe impregnated you with them. And it was just a matter of time before you found them to give birth to such a special, special relationship.
Jesus Christ. All right, I would like to go enraged.
Casey, by the way, Casey, the elf is back. He's back.
I know, he's on
He
the
was
elf.
gone, and now he's there, and he was back.
I'm just like curled up by a tree, wondering why the fuck the elf is appearing and disappearing like that. He scared the fuck out of me. Like, he's my friend, and I'm not cool with whatever the fuck is going on here.
He's back.
You're friends with the elf? The elf isn't friends with anybody. He doesn't even like himself.
I like
That's
the elf.
awesome.
I think his self-depreciation and hatred of the rest of us is kind of cool.
Meanwhile, I think I heard Gore say something. What are you doing, Gore?
Yeah, this shit's getting boring. I want to go enrage, and I'm gonna go fucking attack whatever's in that store.
Yeah,
Done fucking dishes.
that's fine.
I'm gonna pull out the arrow
These two motherfuckers took way too much
that I
time.
wrote gore on,
It's already happening.
and I'm
I
gonna
need to
stare at
roll
it.
All right, so okay. I guess. I mean, roll initiative. I guess. If you,
Roll
are
initiative?
you're just heading down there and charging in?
I'm gonna stealth,
Yep.
and
Great.
me and Jade can play D&D on Sunday nights, from here on out when all you guys die.
I don't know, I'm curled up by a tree, wondering how the hell you're disappearing and reappearing like you are. It's like a flicker. It's not cool.
Sneaky magic.
Yeah, the halfling is petrified of you, like absolutely petrified.
Like, you're my friend, and you just keep, like, fucking around. I don't know what to do here.
The
Right.
the
At least I
cler-
think you're my friend. You might not like me, but
the cleric's going off about how adoption is some sort of universal magical power in order to connect her to the people around her. Fucking Gore just is like, fuck it, rah! And he just beelines down the pig trail towards.
What did I roll for? Initiative? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Jade, you had
Right.
mentioned before when I was looking down there that I saw a distinct shimmering, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, also the grids hit
Could be
you,
magic,
right?
could be
So,
mushrooms.
so the grids hitting you, everything's seeming a little shimmery, you know.
The drogas.
But I mean,
Yeah.
of
I
all
rolled
the
a
find a rock.
17, and I've got a +4 modifier.
of all the people on the mushrooms right now, like you're not tripping balls. Like you know that you're going on
He's
this
still got
journey.
immunity. It's not fair.
Yeah, he's like
Well, I'm trying to have a different perspective of our situation.
right.
And he gave me a dwarf-sized helping. Probably not okay. I'm only 40 pounds.
Right.
Which I
Well,
likely doubled.
We're standing above a halfling village with a bunch of halfling-sized shadows in the halfling-sized
Yeah.
buildings. I mean, I don't know why Gore thinks that he needs to go attack halflings.
It's
Yeah, we
what
don't need
goes
to
for
go
that.
into fight. No, I don't think that's the best course of action.
It's too late. I've already rolled.
Gore's charging.
Yeah. I guess Dwarf's heading down there.
Or gives 0 fucks on this one, boys.
Hold
We're
on.
rolling
I'm
in.
gonna
Why?
do
So,
something.
Like, we came here for information, not to fight people.
Should I have asked that T-Rex for fucking more information? Mom,
Oh, My wolf has-
as intelligent as a halfling.
did
my wolf has
information get
tripped.
our elf carried this whole way here? Did information move a wagon down a hill in a speedy existence in order to save your ass?
Big
No.
child.
It is
Can I
time
just, like,
for
toss him
action.
in a fucking corner?
We need to make
He's
this
probably
cage
twice your
great
size. I
again.
don't think you can. He's a big bastard.
I want to smack his mouth for back talking me, like.
But you're high on love and
You'll have to go rage
Whatever.
and try to hit me. What's
Even the
up?
universe needs destruction in order to create love and light, and sometimes things need punish in order to stop their endless raging terror.
But it
I just
also
want
might
it to
be
known that
his
I
whiskers are
rolled,
also
like,
doing this, which is
20
kind of
minutes
cool.
ago. And I don't
Andrew?
ever again want to hear you guys say that I'm slowing this game down.
hey, Andrew, you should check out the YouTube chat.
Oh shit, what's going on in there? BDSM ghosts? Oh shit.
To tie you up and use leather.
Pro tip, Gordon, it's that as well.
Well, There's nothing that it would kind of stay true to form, right? Like it's the innocent little happy like Hobbit people that are like do, 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 do. Put on the leather, bitch. You know, like right on.
Next thing you know, you're tied up and strapped down.
Gore's ready
Okay.
to fuck shit up.
Well, I vote that we sit back and wait and see what happens to our dwarf.
Yeah, I'm not going down there.
Okay.
Why is he all blurry? Why is there like a trail behind him? What the fuck is going on?
So literally, Gore just lets out his battle cry and charges down the pig hill, and you guys all just kind of.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm just stoned watching him like, huh?
Which building are you going into, Gore?
Not what I would have done.
You going into the inn, the biggest one?
The one? No, this wasn't it the store. The store.
You going in the storehouse?
Yeah.
So you're going, but you're screaming through the village, past the inn, past the storeroom, and into the shops at the other end of town.
Fucking A, let's bring him out.
Screaming the whole way through town.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see what happens.
Well,
Maybe he'll. I mean, at the least he'll set off all the traps.
and so ultimately,
He's like
I mean,
the-
ultimately, you guys see that, and that end result is what occurs. So as he goes running through the town, you guys hear kind of like scruffling and movement, and then all of a sudden, following behind him and pouring out from the buildings are all of these fucking halflings that you guys can see from the distance that are just start running behind him silently.
Garbage all time.
And there's
They're glowing.
and guys,
They're glowing.
You're
guys,
getting
there's
surrounded by vampire gnomes.
there's like there's at least 50 coming out and swarming after him, and they're not like running slow. They are matching his
So they're
pace. And
28 days later, zombies.
yeah. Yeah, they're not going slow. And they just basically are coming out of all the buildings, so you know, like they're coming down the streets to see like what the fuck is screaming and charging. And Gore, you go fucking slamming through that one of the shops, and the shopkeeper's right there. And he looks up at you, and there's no skin on his face. It's just a skeleton. And so he hisses, and he's coming over the counter at you.
Nice.
What'd you roll for initiative?
17.
Well, we don't see that part.
No. Okay, you can go ahead and roll and attack him if you want.
Well,
Yeah. And attack is strength, right?
It should be on
Okay.
your character sheet. I don't know if I got a new character sheet from you. I got one from Casey.
Yeah. I
What are
see.
you looking for?
So I get total attack bonus right now is plus 11, plus 4, plus 2, and then plus I rolled a 15, so 26, 32. 32.
That sounds about like a warrior. What did you roll for damage? Go ahead.
Do I roll a d20 for damage?
No. Your damage is your great club, so it should be D10
Oh,
plus
yeah.
your strength.
Damage is 1d10 plus 9.
Sounds about right.
So 1d10. Got 5 plus 9, so 14.
So he hops over the counter, he hisses, you swing your club, and just boom, just skeleton all against the wall. Little legs fall down on the ground. You just shatter him.
Nice.
What's everybody else doing? You guys see him go. You see
I'm
him.
hanging back watching.
You see him charge into a shop, and you see the convergent mob, and you know, it's at least 50, maybe 60, maybe 70. They just seem to be coming from everywhere.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
yeah. I'm stealth and hiding with my wolf
Okay.
eating popcorn, getting ready for the show.
All
The
right.
halfling has moved from being curled up beside the tree, petrified, to hiding behind the tree, wondering why Gore is moving like a long streak of dwarf, and there's a bunch of glowing things chasing him.
Oh yeah. I mean, as far as you're concerned, it looks like the whole town is moving.
Yeah. All the buildings are moving.
Yeah.
The shadow things are
Yeah.
kind of like iridescent. Gore is just like a bad panorama picture. It's not cool.
Yeah, you could see his voice. You could see his battle cry. Yes?
What's the, I guess, radius of people about to surround him?
Oh, it's quite the mob that's bogging up to go around and go into the building. Probably the entire block worth is filling up.
I guess I'd like to stealth up to outside of that building, if possible.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to stealth. I mean, nothing's looking at you.
There's
I'd like to
a
stealth
screaming
anyway,
idiot
because, like,
running through the
I don't
building.
Screaming
trust the
dwarf
situation.
flying through town.
Kind of like any time Gore comes into town, ain't nobody looking at anybody else. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Oh, yeah.
You said like Beetlejuice right there.
Nice fucking model. Go ahead. Give me a stealth roll.
I rolled an 18 plus whatever. I think it's plus.
Oh yeah, you're able to get up there, and as you get closer, I mean, you can hear these things like clanking, their bones clanking together. They're definitely long dead, skeleton, of halflings, and they would be hissing and such, but there's nothing to hiss. It's just, and they're all heading into the storefront.
Do I hear any pigs?
Actually, you do when the town starts coming to life. You can hear squealing in the back, like wee wee.
I'm gonna stealth down and try to find out what the pigs are doing. Ooh, good dice.
Gore, how much?
16.
Okay.
So we only took a half rest, right? So Gore, are you at full health, or do you just go in
Oh,
there?
I'm full fucking
Oh
hell.
no, he's
Okay.
fallen off of a cage and his spleen is probably ruptured.
I
He's
don't
got at least
I don't have your character sheet, Gore. I don't have anything. I don't.
You need it?
Well, I don't know what
I
you're.
know I sent it to you, but
What are you at hit point wise? Because I know that you were wounded before.
the floor did a bunch of damage to you.
Right.
I'm not
Charge!
in any damage.
You fell
You
off
didn't
the
get any
cage.
damage falling halfway off the damn cage?
Yeah, you never gave me damage for that.
Hmm. Interesting.
Did you?
Damn it, Jay?
If you
I'm-
did, I didn't write it down. I'm at 79 right now, but unless I had damage taken, that I was
No,
unaware.
I don't think we did.
What's your armor class?
Armor class is 10.
Yeah, we'll leave you at 79. I don't think
We don't need it.
you're probably
Do
you're gonna need a lot of hit points.
I have to roll initiative to cast spells, or can I just cast spells?
Yeah, you need to get in there.
I want to stay outside the building. How big is the building?
It's a hobbit building. It's a hobbit shop, so not very big. Like probably as big as your living room and your kitchen combined. Not big.
So like 50 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, it's a bonus.
So ultimately, you are, I mean, as you're making your way up, like, and you're kind of stealthily moving in between, like, buildings and different, like, you know, barrels and things like that as you're working your way towards the shop that is literally looking like a funnel as these little halflings go into the door. Like, every once in a while, you're ducking to the side because, like, these halflings are running by you, too. Like, from behind you. Like, they're coming out of the woodwork. It's like kicking a fucking nest of ants, and all of a sudden, they're all over the place, crawling in there. So even if you get in...
That's perfect. They're funneling right into me.
If you get to the building, you know, there's still going to be a swarm trying to get into the building. You see what I'm saying?
Are there windows? No, they're hobbit holes, so they don't have windows.
I mean, there's round. Yeah, they have hobbit windows.
Kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if I could see through a window, can I cast through a window?
If you could get up to a window, but you're talking about a building that's surrounded by hundreds of these halfling skeletons.
And he's already inside. Oh man.
And he's in. Yeah, he's in there.
So hard.
So you might be able to, you know, I mean, they're funneling around the building. You might be able to try to get around the back and hope that there's a back entrance. You might be able to hop up onto a roof and try to jump from roof to roof. There's a lot of things that you might be able to try to do, but getting in through that front door where they've all chased him in there, or getting up to that without being noticed to cast a spell is going to be very, very difficult.
Well, alright. I guess I'm just gonna go... can I... Cover's a thing in this, right? Cover, half cover, shit like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically a 50%... half cover's 50% chance that even if you're hit, it misses. Full cover's 75% chance.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna chill behind a barrel and wait and see how well Gore handles himself.
Okay. All right. So it held action. What did you tell me your initiative was, by the way?
I didn't. 19.
Oh, okay. So you're actually top action.
Okay. And I'm holding it.
Gore?
Gore's ready, baby. Gore's body is ready.
Okay, there is literally, like, as you crush that one, you're like, you turn around and there's just a flood of them coming through the doors, climbing over the aisles, and they're all just rushing at you. But it's your action, so.
How many can come in through the door at a time, though?
2 at a time. So there's probably 4 running through at you right now.
Okay. Okay, so I'd like to do a perception check for a weak point inside of the building.
Okay. Like just a wall you could bash through, or something like that. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. It's a fucking little hobbit hole, man. You know there's a single post in the middle of this sumbitch. Let's go.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll your dwarvish foundational skills.
That's a d20 roll, correct, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure. Okay.
Be a perception check, basically.
Okay, 15, but I get a +2 trait on top of that, but a -1 because I'm enraged, so 16.
Okay. I mean, there is a center support beam. It goes up. You know, it's load bearing. This is built as a hobbit area, though, so it's not like, you know, they dig it out first before they put the support beams and stuff in there, so it's kind of a natural. Oops, I still got it on Tesla. Sorry. Sorry. I'm doing bad cameraman work. Sorry, I'm a bad cameraman. So I mean, they dig these things out, you know, as a whole, and then they kind of support them. So you can take the load bearing beam out, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll collapse right away.
Okay.
They're still pretty sturdy, with or without their support beams.
With or without you.
With or without you, I can't
The building will And
With or without you.
Okay, so I'd like to prepare for their attack and use Auspicious Mark.
I don't know what that does. I mean, of course I know what that does, but why don't you explain it to me? So,
Use your words, Andrew.
So it says the barbarian has been marked by the spirits as indicated by an impressive tattoo, scar, or birthmark. Once per rage, a swift action that costs 2 rounds of rage. So I'll get 2 less rounds of rage for doing this. But I can use Auspicious Mark to further grant me 1 additional D6 bonus on every D10 or D20 roll that I make for the remainder of my rage.
okay. All right. So you have 8 rounds down to 6 rounds for your rage?
Oh, shit no, dude. I have 18 rounds. I've used 2 now. No, I've used 1
Alright.
now. So 17. But this counts as my roll from what Google tells me. So I can't attack at the same time I call this. However, every attack after this is gonna be fucking sweet.
Right. And you mentioned you were taking a defensive action, so that gives you a -1 for your next hit, but it gives you a +1 for your AC.
But I also get a plus D6 for every D20 roll.
Right. Roger that. Okay, your armor class is 10,
Roger
so
that.
11.
And
Well, they come flying in at you, and you're basically like kind of knock the first couple away. You know, they kind of bounce to the side. The third one comes up, and you pop him over your head. He tumbles over behind you, but that fourth one just barrels into you. And he does 4 points of damage to you. And what is your CMD?
that little bastard only did 4 points of damage? Shit.
Yeah, he's driving into you like he's gonna tackle you, which would have been a bad thing, but you kind of swatted two and knocked one over your shoulders, and so he hit you in the midsection, and you're kind of like, "Rrr." What's your CMD though?
My CMB
D.
D
Yes.
is what would it fall under? Grapple, trip, disarm, or thunder?
It should be its own stat.
They're all the same number.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Oh. So it's normally 21, but I'm assuming that would be with the. And I take a -2 penalty to armor class. So wait a minute. Maybe my armor isn't 10 then, right? My armor's 8.
8. Yeah.
Okay, so
Makes
my armor
sense.
is 8. My apologies. And my CMD is 21.
Well, that didn't change my rolls any, but okay. So with the CMD of 21, he trips you. You tumble backwards, and
Perfect.
you're on your back, and this fucking little thing is just biting into your side. It's just like. Anybody else need? Anybody else want to do anything?
I'm up for looking at the pigs that I snuck up on.
So you're moving around?
Yeah, I was up above everything that's going on in the bushes.
Can
I
I
was
keep
going-
your cuddly wolf for company?
Oh, he's
Good.
sneaking with me. He's got even more
Oh.
stealth than I do.
So you and your
Oh,
wolf
yeah.
are you and your wolf work your way around the side of the ridge, and you can see down there that that Gore's charging into the village has got these fucking things are chasing around pigs too. So there's like all these pigs are running around the village now looking for a way out, getting chased by these skeletons too. And there's probably half a dozen skeletons chasing each pig around, and there's a good 10 pigs that you can see running around this village. And I mean it's kind of a bummer because these poor pigs, like, they're gonna get cornered sooner or later, right? Like, this is
Right. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a moment and take it all in.
okay. Case, what are you doing? Besides realizing that the elf is gone again! The elf is gone! Fuck! The elf is gone!
The wolf isn't even here for me to snuggle with. I just
No!
want a fucking hug right now.
They're gone!
So I'm just gonna hug my tree.
It's not as soft as you think it would be, but it's really cool. It's like
It's really cool, and it's the only thing on this earth that is holding still. which is
there's
bitchin'.
canyons. There's canyons in every
in the trees, but
inch.
it's holding still. Everything
There's-
else is waving and moving like a really weird puzzle. Like it's not. No.
You're
Stay with my
flying.
tree.
You're flying.
The tree is my friend.
You're
I
holding
don't
the-
like flying. I'm afraid
You're
of heights. I'm 3 feet tall. This
Your
isn't
feet-
cool.
JT, what you doing?
Well, I'm sitting up here, gnawing on a piece of grass or something, watching all this shit go down. How far away is this? Like, am I looking down at this village? Like, was it 50 feet away? 100?
Oh no, several. It's probably 2 football fields away.
Oh, okay. It's a ways. Okay. And I'm watching what I can from my vantage. The elf went missing. The halfling's tripping hard.
Halfling is
Gore's
fucking
down there doing something.
Ryan balls.
And I can hear Gore battling. I assume.
Yeah, well, you heard him grunt, you heard him scream,
He's hitting something.
and you heard smashing.
Gore's getting it on, brother.
Well, shoot. Wasn't necessarily what I was trying to do. From my higher vantage point, I can see a better layout of the whole village, right?
Yeah.
Are there any plots of land or area that's sectioned away that looks like it could be a graveyard?
Yes. Further past the village, there's a area. but
Interesting.
There's several. So basically, there's several different areas that could fit the criteria. But you don't know necessarily if it's a field that's been, because there's a lot of vegetation that's overgrown everything. That's on the
Right. I
outskirts
guess what
of
I'm
town.
looking for, like mausoleums or something sticking up.
Yeah, I mean,
Headstones, broken
that-
fence.
there looks like
I got you.
a couple of different areas that could fit that location that
I
you've
got
got in
you.
mind. There's not a, I mean, they're not Catholic halflings, so there's
Right,
not
right.
there's not
But
cathedrals
we
or
are
churches.
looking for a venerated hero's tomb.
It's true.
I would imagine that it is well marked, if it's on the surface.
Correct. Or at least the entrance would be well marked.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
And there
you know?
would be there would probably be a specific area for that.
Yeah.
But you would have to find out what to look for.
I'll ask
And
the halfling. Have you ever seen Moxie's tomb?
You mean we're all gonna die someday?
Probably.
Why do you want to put me in a tomb?
Oh no.
Why
Well,
do you
because
want-
that's how we find Moxie.
No, you're trying to kill me. Why do you want to kill me?
Some people can't handle their
Halflings
shit.
Having reached paranoia.
Handle your shit, halfling. Get it together. Those weren't even good mushrooms.
it's like shake, man.
Yeah, I rolled like a 15 on that shit. Wait till I roll on that 20. I don't remember.
I'm never taking your
okay.
drugs again. You're trying to kill me.
Don't take drugs from old dwarves. All right then. Well,
Fucking
apparently the
dwarves?
halfling's busy. Cleric.
The
You
cleric
have a
is
knowledge
down.
of the undead, right?
The cleric is down the hill.
Oh, cleric's down. Oh, so it's just me up here with the halfling.
You and the yep.
All right then. Well, sometimes your journey takes you in different directions, halfling. Good journeys. I'm gonna head over there to that graveyard-looking thing. Seems they've got the village under control.
All right. So give me a roll. Odds. Odds. You're going to the right place. Evens, you're not.
17.
Oh, yeah, you're going to the right place. The journey is taking you to the right place. Okay, so yeah, you start heading down over that way. Like, there's all this shit going on. The pigs are over there. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna go check out this
Just
area.
strolling.
Looks like this could be. Looks like this could be where a graveyard is.
I mean, I'm glancing over, being like, oh, okay, something going on over there. All right. I mean, if Gore wants to go fight a bunch of skeletons, I guess. I guess I don't know the skeletons
weren't there until Gore went running.
Yeah, I don't know that there's skeletons there. I just hear you fighting something. I don't know what you're bashing.
Right. Halfling. The dwarf is leaving you.
Everyone suddenly disappeared, and I don't know what to do.
I mean,
so I'm going. What?
I mean, you could still see the dwarf. He hasn't disappeared, but.
Oh, yeah, and I told her, I was
leaving.
like, I'm going over here.
Yeah, but you're kind of like weird and echoey, so I didn't really understand what you were saying. I mean, I thought you were trying to bury me in a tomb just a minute ago. Our communication isn't really going well.
I might.
So, I see he's walking away. The city's swarming. And now my tree is looking at me funny. So I'm going to chase after the dwarf like Shaggy and Scooby.
I love it. I love it. Which one of you's which?
I don't know. He's like Fred or something, and we're just chasing because we're following because we're scared.
All right. That brings us to the top of the rotation, which is Tess.
Yeah.
You're up. What you doing down there in the storefront area of the town? A 3, a 1, a 2, a 3.
Skeletons.
A 3.
Yes, no?
What?
Are the skeletons intelligent?
Skeletons don't care.
They're just munching on a dwarf right now.
Okay.
I mean, they don't identify as intelligent. That's a millennial joke for you.
That was a good one.
Alright. How tightly packed are they around the building?
Tightly.
Like, I can't push through them?
You could not push through. Well, I mean, you could. I guess you could push through them if they would probably tear you.
Let them know that there's another there.
But I mean, they're starting to go through the windows
and the walls.
To the switch off and their balls.
Sorry.
Oh, excuse God damn. Oh, excuse no fucking.
Sorry, kids. My son's like, what the fuck?
They know you well enough by now.
Quick action is basically a bonus action, right?
Yes, but it can sort of take away other actions. So you can do a quick action and a quick movement, blah blah blah, but you can't do like a quick action and then a full action.
Okay. That sucks.
Can you do multiple quick actions?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright then. I'm gonna hide from undead. I can't see, hear, or smell me. And as long it says I can touch them, but as long as I don't fight them, the spell doesn't end. So I want to see if I can't try to push through the crowd a little bit and get a good enough view to cast a spell on Mr. Fry.
Okay.
See, this is why he keeps doing this. Is because we keep helping him. And we keep healing him. He's not gonna learn. We need to let him die.
You need to learn the consequences of your actions, young man.
Got me
Honestly,
so
that's why it
bold.
took me so long to figure out what I was gonna do, because, like, I don't know if I want to help it. But I don't want a party member to go down, especially not on my watch, because then I'll never hear the end of it, letting a child die, so...
That's true.
This
That's
is
true.
true.
We will mock you from now until forever,
Yeah.
if that happens.
Enablers.
Well,
You're all enablers.
I don't know. I mean, this is also, it's also
Don't put
Andrew.
me in this category. I'm tripping balls just trying not to float away.
It's also it is also Andrew we're talking about here, so you might be able to get away with letting him die.
I
Just
mean,
saying.
that's fair.
Oh, I can summon a swarm of monkeys?
That is the exact reason why I love JT so much. Right there, just out of fucking nowhere. Like, what are we talking about? Oh, I can summon a swarm of monkeys? No shit.
Shit, yeah. It's called Mad Monkeys. That's a great spell, and it's a conjuration, which I specialize in. Whew.
All I know is I'm putting every point I earn from the now until the end of the game into knot tying.
Just so you can hog tie the fucking dwarves.
So I can hog tie the dwarf through all of his checks.
Okay, so you are going to need to pass 3 strength checks in order to get into the building. And because of the size difference, I'm going to say that the DC on those is going to be 15.
Well, my first one was a natural 16.
Okay?
Second one... modded 16. And then a nat 1. Okay.
So you make it through the crowd pretty good, and
Yeah.
then you go to push this one aside, and it kind of trips and falls, and roll damage. You attack it instead of pushing it.
Oh, fucking goddamn it. Okay.
It's a 1. Sorry.
You push it down.
No.
What do I
What
roll
the hell?
for damage? Just D4?
D4.
3?
Okay, so it you push it, it stumbles down, a bunch more stumble on top of it, and all of a sudden they see you. And you're surrounded. Okay. Andrew, your action. You are on your back. You have 4 skeletons upon you. You have more coming through the door. 2 more coming through the door. I said two per round are going to come through the door, right? Yeah. You can hear them moving all around the outside of the building as they're coming in as well. And it is your action.
So would you say, let's see here, have I been overrun then, would you say?
Yeah. I mean, you're on your back, and you've got
Perfect.
You've got a leech.
Right where he likes it.
Yeah.
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 I like it. I like being on the bottom.
And this fucker is just biting the shit out of your side.
Okay.
The ones
So I'm going to use a partial move with bite to break free of the grapple.
okay.
But I get a +2 for that, and I also get a +12 on everything I'm doing now for overrun, as well as a +4 for being raged, and auspicious mark gives me the additional roll on both of the attacks that I get to do on this turn.
Okay.
And I just looked it up. Technically, these little bastards are humanoid creatures, and since I thought I'd be fighting the elf, I set my guy up to fuck up humanoid creatures. So
Because
I
you thought you'd be fighting the elf. Hold
Yep. So I also get 1 bonus for every attack I do.
How did you think that?
on.
He carved my name in a fucking arrow. I wore him around on my chest.
He's a chaotic
I
evil.
thought for sure he was going to try to come at me. I was just prepping.
So wait, you're gonna bite a skeleton?
Oh, I'm going to fucking fight everything. Jade taught
No,
me the math
bite.
on this
Bite.
shit. Oh,
Bite.
yeah. I'm biting
Like
the
a
shit out
dog.
of
And then
Oh.
All right, man.
What did I rate?
You're the CMD that you got to beat to get off of the grapple is 22.
22?
1700.
Yeah.
So 12, and then the 6 is 5, so that's 17. Yeah, not even fucking close. So 17 plus 4, 21, 23, 24,
Yeah, you're good.
1d6. I get a 1. That fucking figures. Anyways, 25.
Yeah, basically you just grab this one that's latched onto your side and just throw it across the room. Like, it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm on my feet, right?
Yep.
Okay, I want to do a powerful blow on that one post that was holding the roof up.
Okay, go for it. You just need to not roll a 1 on your attack. You're going to be able to hit it.
I got a 19 plus 11, so that's 30. Plus 11, that's 41. Plus 12 because I'm overrun, that's 52. Plus 11 for using my great club. Plus 4 because I'm enraged. I'm not even keeping track anymore, dude. Like, my shit's up in the 80s.
You went from like 30 to 52, which is bad math, but I love you for it.
So I rolled a 19. I get an 11 bonus modifier for
Yeah,
melee.
but 12 plus 30 is only 42 is my point.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the math. I just want
I
to know
gotcha.
how fucking badass Gore is.
No, I mean you hit the stationary post. That's
Oh yeah, I'm
You hit
combining
it.
two things. My bad, guys. Okay, now I gotta roll. Right?
yeah, roll damage on the stationary
He's
post.
new. He's new.
Settle down.
He's all like,
You
he's all
absolutely
excited.
hit it.
I rolled. Yeah, it was just you just had to not roll a 1, bro. Like that was it. But you got
Ones are bad. Ones are never
no,
good.
no,
Ones
you
are
got,
bad.
but you got it. Yeah, that pole. Fuck that pole. You know what I'm saying?
So I hit the pole with, let's see, 15 was my roll, plus the 11, plus 12 for being overrun. Would I still be considered bull rushing? No, I wouldn't, right? Because I got tripped.
Nope. You got.
Right?
Are you rolling a d20 for your damage?
So 11. Yeah, I get to now. Plus I get to roll a d6 on top of this.
Jesus.
You
Plus
actually,
4.
actually, you can't do a powerful blow
Why?
because you had to use a round to break free, or you had to use actions to break free and get up.
But while I'm raging, it says that bite doesn't count as that. Right? I'm pretty sure it does.
No, you
I
just.
looked into this because
you-
I wanted to be able to bite the fucking elf.
Well, if you broke the grapple and you got up, that would be 2 partial actions.
Yeah, Animal Fury, while raging, you gain a bite attack. This uses, or if uses as a, why doesn't this thing speak English? If uses as a part or prior to full-on attack, this bite is made at your base full attack -5. Oh, so I had to take 5 off that one, sorry.
Yeah.
If the bite hits, it deals 1d4 plus 3 damage. You can make a bite as part or prior to any action to maintain or break free from grapple.
Right.
This attack is resolved before the grapple check is made. If bite... Was I supposed to make a grapple check?
You did.
Oh, okay.
You did. Oh, so ultimately, you broke the grapple and you got up, and that's your action.
That's
so
your action.
you,
Okay.
if you had, I think at level 6, you'll get a second action per melee. I think.
Okay, so I can't use Powerful Blow right now.
Right.
But I can use a regular...
That'll have to be next turn. Yeah.
I can use a regular swing though, right?
No. So your 1 partial action would be breaking the grapple, 1 partial action to get up to your feet.
Motherfucker! That's lame as shit. Then why does... What the fuck's a bite for?
Partial.
I wanted to
partial
bite
action
somebody
bite.
and then fucking wank them, dude. Like, it fucking...
You did. You did. You did
You
all of
took
the
it across
things.
the room.
You did all the things. You did it. You did that. You just can't
Alright,
smash.
I guess I'll wait then.
You
I'll
can't
wait.
smash the
Gold
pole
star,
too.
Andrew. You got your gold star.
And we decided
You're doing pretty good.
we decided your armor class was an 8 right now, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
Bring the pain, dude.
Here it comes. So, fucking teeth on your shoulder, teeth on your shoulder, teeth on your fucking calf. Kark, kark, kark. You take 10 points of damage total.
Okay, so I'm at 65.
All right, that brings us to everybody else. Jesse, what you doing?
Contemplating lighting an arrow on fire and shooting it on the hatch roof of the fucking building dwarf thing.
Do it. Do that shit. I fucking love the smell of napalm halfling.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
You know, actually, that's a pretty good idea.
Morning, Vietnam.
Although I don't think I have any way to light a arrow on fire.
You're a ranger. You could probably.
You don't have a flint or something?
Oh wait, you had it that I could use a round to prepare an arrow and light it on fire.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
You probably have an adventurers pack.
You're 130 years old, and 85 years of that have been. You know how to start a fire. It's just gonna take you a little bit of time. So
Okay.
you gonna do that?
I'm gonna wrap cloth around the arrow, tie it, build a little fire to light the arrow.
Okay. It is almost wrap up time. So let's do one more action for Casey and the dwarf, and then Tesla, and then we will call it good. So dwarf, druid, JT, sorry, Bjorny, fucking whatever. It's Bjorny, right? Is that your character's name?
Yeah.
What's
Bjarni of the Dank Leaf.
Bjarni of the Dank Leaf. What are you doing? The halfling is caught up to you and is clinging to your leg like a 5-year-old, laughing down the hallway as you drag her towards the graveyard.
I'm looking over towards the commotion. Can I see any of the undead fighting gore? Off in the distance, like in between buildings, in between hobbit holes?
Give me a quick perception roll, because it's kind of... I mean, you know where you're looking, but there's so much going on there.
My perception's pretty awesome. 21.
Yeah, so I mean, you can see the building of where he's at, but that's not as concerning to you as the you just realized that the cleric, when you were walking down to the side, the cleric was just making her way through the undead like there was nothing. And literally, as you're heading down, you kind of look over, and she looks fine. She looks like she's making her way for the doorway. Looks like they don't care. And then right when you get to the next point of view where you can see down that main area, you see them swarming her like fucking, like all of a sudden they've caught wind of her, and that doesn't look so good for you.
About how far off?
So if you've worked your way down to there, you're probably 150 feet away from her.
Perfect.
By the time you've kind of
and that's the cleric that's getting swarmed now?
Yeah, you see her, all of a sudden she's looking like she's in a lot of trouble.
Okay. Are clerics immune to lightning?
Yep, we figured this out last time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking.
Well, about the only thing I can do that clears an area is become.
Do not worry about me. I have ways around
Dorfor, the thunder god. Well, I've got some spells. Like I found some more interesting spells. So.
Yeah, but don't kill me in the process, please and thank you.
I'm not gonna lightning the place. I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, if there's anybody that's really good at killing people with spells,
but what
it's
I am
Bjorny.
gonna do. Oh, where is it? Okay, I'm gonna save her. I know how to do this. Let's see here.
Somebody say.
Please don't save me. I want to live.
Yeah, you're gonna live. You're gonna live.
Save your spell slots for those fairies.
Nah. I can cast those all day long.
Okay.
My orisons, I can recycle them. So what I'm gonna do is, I mean, I'm almost to the graveyard, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're about.
Like I really want to inspect that, but she needs saving.
Go inspect
Well.
it. I'll be fine. I have channel positive energy. Like, I'm built for fighting the undead.
It's true, you are, but you're a lot better at it when they can't reach you. So what I'm gonna do is expend my last 4th level spell,
Oh my god.
and I am going to cast Beanstalk underneath her, so that it will shoot up into the air with her on the top of it, and pull her up out of the skeleton mass.
I like that. That'll be fun.
Alright.
And it grows up to a height of 50 feet, so I can control that.
Is this
Um,
like a regular beanstalk or a jack
It's-
beanstalk?
Like a jack in the beanstalk. It's a 5-foot radius beanstalk that grows up to 50 feet.
Oh shit!
Up to 50 feet per caster level. So I can make it up to
Straight up to
200
the
feet.
ceiling. Yeah.
Up to 200 feet, yeah. But I just want to get her up high enough to where she has the high ground.
All right, I like that.
So I'll get
Casey,
you up to like 10, 15 feet.
Casey, what are you going to be doing?
Oh, boom!
I don't know, the dwarf just set off a fucking firework or something.
Oh, it's a conjuration too, which I'm really good at. Oh, yeah. What do I get for that again? It gets a bonus of +1 should you try to resist it.
I'm not gonna try to resist
I mean,
it.
there's nothing really to resist. I call out to you. Hold on to your boots, cleric. I'm taking you to the skies.
I love it. Case, what are you going to do?
I'm just watching the cleric suddenly go up in a plume of smoke.
All right, and
Beanstalk.
That's
Tesla,
what it looks like to me.
Tesla, what are you going to be doing here?
I am going to do my positive energy, 3d6 damage, and they can make a will save to take half.
Okay.
Oh,
DC
They take
16?
extra damage to positive.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is positive.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and wrap it up there. We know what everybody's going to be doing when we start out the adventure next week.
But I already rolled. I did 18 damage. I literally did max.
Oh, I'll write it down for you.
Awesome.
I'll just write down 18 points of damage right here. To how long?
It's a 30-foot radius. It's just one time.
Sweet.
But they can make a will save to half it.
I love it.
That's a radius. Nice.
Yeah. So I was a little
Hopefully
bit worried
they're-
about you shooting me up because I didn't want it to be out of my range.
Oh, I almost called lightning on the whole thing.
Thank you for not.
That's a spell I found out, Jade, that because I'm a storm druid, call lightning is something that once I summon the storm, I can continuously keep calling down lightning
Right.
bolts for its
Yeah,
whole
every
duration.
round I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I need updated character sheets from people.
I was trying to do that and I don't remember how.
Okay.
I'll show you.
I do have I have the rogue.
You should have mine.
I have the ranger. I have the druid. I don't have anybody else, or not the druid. The cleric. I don't have the.
You have one of my old ones. Yeah, when I was like level 4.
So I need
You
your.
have mine.
And everybody's level 5 now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I need everybody's 5th level stuff, especially after the end of this adventure. So you can do that, but. Is let's see, OTDA and Living and anybody that's watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in for our Pathfinder session. We appreciate you so much. This is brought to you by CryptoComics.com. Go check them out. They are a very, very cool place. Enter in the Capcom code. What?
Oh,
Oh, I'll take that challenge, 100%.
Come on.
Here, hold on.
what are they doing?
They're showing off their weapons.
talking shit.
I even have a
Wow.
helmet.
I will fuck that helmet up. I will ding it to shit.
Yeah. Probably not this one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Tesla, bye. See you guys. Have a good one. We will see you next Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Thanks for coming by.